What's going on, everybody? This is Roster of the Misfit Effect. And of course, I'm joined with my wonderful, beautiful, spectacular co-host, the lovely Miss Sarah Lace.
Hello, Dad. I am back at it again. And today we've got a very spicy yet sensual individual.
Mhm.
She she's a little bit of a, I would say more of a queen, but she's a
Oh,
princess at what she does. She brings you that sensual side to her porn, but trust me, she's also a freaky gal. So let me introduce you all to the gorgeous Princess Emily.
hi guys. Hi.
So
So,
for those of them that don't know you, can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Princess Emily from Texas. Um, and it is wonderful to be here, guys. I love this.
So what is it that you do, Emily? Obviously you do porn, but what is it that you do besides just that? Just an overall description of you.
I would say like in different ways I'm an artist because I feel like majority of the things I do kind of comes or stems from that, just art in general, whether it's like music or dancing or like writing or painting. I like that just that whole field in general. Anything I can get my hands on, even clay, like I like just all that type of stuff. Um, I've always been an artsy girl since I think high school. I've taken art class for like 8 years, and I think that like made me want to build on different things that I do with my life, even when it came to content creating. Some type of art form in a way. Even people can say sex is an art form in different ways.
It
Um,
absolutely is.
yeah, I
I have a,
think those are like my main
I have
hobbies.
a, I have a side question, and I hope it is
Hmm.
within arm reach. Do you have
Yeah.
something that you did out of clay within arm's reach of you?
No, so actually I'm out of town right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm out of town right now. If I go back home probably in a few days, maybe I'll post something.
No,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
And what
I
you,
love. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Sarah. I'm sorry.
well, I was just gonna ask what she's created.
Oh, I've done like a few acrylic paintings. I recently like since I moved to a different city, I like had to let go of some things. So I just recently bought like a whole new art kit and like clay and a whole new spinning table and stuff. I made like probably like a little clay turtle, I think before, maybe an ashtray, a few bowls, maybe like a vase. When I do get free time, like yeah, I try to like squeeze that in. Um, and sometimes with my art projects, I feel like, oh yeah, you start it halfway and then you might have to pick it up later. It's like a picture that might not be done for a few months or something. I try to like lock it in when I can. Um, but yeah, it's art is usually like a big thing for me. Besides like maybe like gardening, even to me, that's like an art form in a way. It's beautiful
Mhm.
how the flowers grow and the way you can shape them and create a design. I think I'm just like literally into anything beauty also.
I get
Yeah.
that.
Question. Have you ever sold anything that you did out of clay?
No, I'm actually gonna be trying to work on them this year, just focusing more on like hobbies I have and trying to get more involved with like community stuff, like maybe local art shows or even like other art shows in different cities that my friends do, see how someone maybe could curate an event together and maybe I could bring some stuff. Um, yeah, no, I want to get more into that and maybe make something. Maybe my fans might like it. Maybe they might buy something.
The thing
Maybe I
is,
might make ashtrays. I don't know for my fans. Who knows?
because Miss, you have almost 1 million followers. I am guaranteeing you that you have that one person from from Georgia that is like,
Hmm.
oh my God, Princess Emily did like I'm sorry, trying to grab something. She made this. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it right here next to my
Yeah,
computer all day. When every time
that'd
I
be
smoke a
awesome.
blunt, I'm gonna think of Princess Emily.
Yeah,
And
no, that'd be awesome. That's kind of what I've been wanting to do more. Besides like having prints and merch and stuff, I've been wanting to like actually make something that would be different from just porn related stuff, just because I'm like, yeah, and I want to make something that like any fan could have it in their home and it's not like it's still safe. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it could be put anywhere, not nothing crazy, like nothing like a clay dildo or whatever, nothing like that. But maybe like a beautiful vase, or maybe like a joint
Um,
holder, maybe a nice ashtray, maybe like something else cute. Who knows?
you do
Yeah.
know there are some weird people out there that would
That
buy
probably,
a clay
yeah.
dildo and like because clay is toxic, they will put something over it and use
Something.
the clay dildo and be
I'm
like,
not surprised.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't be surprised. After seeing One Man, One Jar, I'm not surprised.
I've
I was
never
about to
heard of
say
one man, one jar.
You
after
never heard
seeing
of One
that
Man, One
one
Jar.
girl put she just put a condom on basically anything and would just
And
write
she
it.
put it in her mouth.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that girl. Yeah, she's a crazy one. She's a
there's
crazy one.
there's
But
a
there's
lot.
that. I seen someone do that with like a traffic cone. I think I seen someone do that with
Yeah.
like a gas station pump. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Yeah, and
gets crazy.
the stick shift in the car. I've seen that
Yeah,
used. If there's
crazy.
a will, there's a way. I mean, at least they're using a condom over it, but
If
like,
it fits, it fits.
oh, right. If it
Oh.
fits, it fits.
Okay, I didn't need to see that video and I've seen it
So
now.
funny. You looked up One Man, One Jar?
I had to because I've never seen it before.
Yeah, old video, super old, like maybe
I mean,
early 2000s that this shit came out. But there's so many things, like one man, one something, two girls, one cup. It's all
I
that. It's
know
so
two girls, one
gross.
cup, but I never heard of
Yeah,
one
that
man,
stemmed
one
from
jar.
this. Yeah, one man, one jar is the child of two girls, one cup.
Yeah, ever since then,
Crazy.
I don't look things up unless I'm too curious. Because when they have
Yeah.
names like that, I'm like,
Oh my
what do you
gosh.
I
look
always
really?
find it's important to look things up just so you know
It's like
about it
when
exists.
people, yeah, probably so. It's like when people also used to talk about blue waffle, if you ever heard of that. That was
I've heard of blue
crazy.
waffle.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
heard
that
it, but I
shit's nuts.
forgot what it is already.
It's supposed to be like some type of, I don't know, like genital, like maybe mutated wart thing,
Yeah,
or maybe disease. I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
I've had to Google it again, and I don't want to Google it again. It's not a
Yeah,
cute picture. I'll say that. It's not a cute picture.
I don't want to Google it. I
I
don't.
mean,
Certain things like that, I don't want to know.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've gotten to the bad side of the internet. I got so curious and I was like, what is everyone talking about? And I
Yeah.
had to find out myself.
is this a fictional disease where your privates and all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff turn blue and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Blue
And
waffle,
like
blue
yeah, and
coochie.
like it's like
Okay.
think of all the
Smurfs.
diseases with warts and stuff coming together at once and then everything turning blue.
It's
That's
pretty
a blue
much
waffle.
that.
No, thank
It's
you.
that.
Next.
Yeah, I've looked up weird things because like I used to do this sex ed show, whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
I seen someone get a Cleveland steamer, and that's when
Oh,
I realized that was
yeah. Urban
too much
Dictionary taught me what that was.
too much internet for me.
Yeah. Look, Urban Dictionary is very helpful, honestly. Shout out to them. Whoever
Taught me
started
so
that,
much.
props to them.
Mm-hmm.
No, but
Round of
seriously,
applause.
I think all your fans would love for like they just call it a Princess Emily original.
Ah,
Mhm.
yes. Would be so amazing.
Because think about
Would
it,
be.
we all collect things. It's not always the same thing, but
No,
we all collect
yeah.
different things. And a
Yeah.
lot of people want to have a piece of you, you
That's
know?
true.
In every
Yeah, I've always
capacity.
wanted to do that. I think I just want to like figure out how can I properly take like requests from people. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I could do a lot of things. I could do my feet prints for I guess for feet fans. I could do my butt print. I have no idea. Yeah,
Mhm.
the world's an open oyster. It's
I mean,
amazing.
like since that is like PG, there's a lot like
Mm-hmm.
you could put the PG stuff on a PG site, and
Probably so.
as long as you don't do like a pussy print, I mean, you good.
I don't even know
Uh,
how I would do
Exactly.
that, but that's crazy.
I
Yeah.
mean.
I think that's probably the one thing I won't do.
Yeah,
Look, there is a way, honestly.
there's a way
If
for
there's a
everything.
will, yeah, there's probably a way. I just probably gotta go on
I mean,
YouTube.
like there's
Oh my
some
gosh.
like thing like non-toxic paint,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's not like you're spreading your lips open and getting the
Yeah,
entire
it's like the
area,
outside.
the vulva and the insides of it, and you're like
Right.
doing a bounce. You just doing a quick little
Yeah, like
dab.
a plaster in a way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably just need like assistant an assistant. Yeah, that's all. So funny.
Approach somebody like this. Yes, I'm sorry to bother you, but is it possible you could press this canvas to my
Yes.
lips really quick and hold it
Yeah.
for like 3 seconds? I would really
Excuse me, sir.
appreciate
Can you
it.
please paint my pussy?
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
gosh.
I
So
could just
crazy.
imagine.
Uh,
Like, how would
so
that
crazy.
conversation even come up?
Oh, why yes, madam. Oh my gosh. I have no idea. Honestly, I would want to know too. Maybe I'll try it. Let's just see.
Hey,
Uh,
Get
something like that could be streamed, you know?
yeah, I'll
yeah.
probably record it. So
Yeah.
funny.
Just
You record
record the
it,
process.
Yeah.
record it, and then say, "So this is the first one I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
and the highest tipper can get it."
Right, right.
Mhm.
So funny.
And then they'll go back and forth, fighting with each other, tipping. Someone say, "Oh, this here's $300." Oh no, here is $400. Oh, you're not gonna
Right.
outshine me. Here's $4
Mm-hmm.
more. Oh, I just got here. Here's $800, and
So fucking funny. Yeah, you know what? I probably would. Like, I've seen people do like live body like painting shows too. So I feel like that'd be something cool. Yeah, I've always thought about doing like modeling for like those type of jobs or something or like events.
oh, you never done a paint job before?
I've done body painting, but not like a live one. I've only done it for like a photo, like few photo shoots, really. And I mean, I liked it. I had fun. I just think like I don't even know where I could do that. I guess I have to look online. I don't know if it's like Craigslist, you know, obviously not Craigslist. I probably wouldn't look on there, but somewhere for
Um,
those type of jobs or submissions that do that.
okay, this is
Mm.
a long time ago because I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really old. But my first
You're not that
job,
old.
I'm in my 40s.
Not that old. You're under
Yeah,
50.
yeah.
I
Closer to 50
gotta
than
give
I
him
am
shit
40 'cause I
though.
can't go backwards.
So
But
funny.
no, my first job in LA was to do
Mm-hmm.
an event at the Playboy Mansion. And
Oh, that's awesome.
this is like 2008. And when I was there, it was just a whole bunch of people just walking.
Naked.
I wasn't used to this is before I got like before I really got into porn. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't used to it yet, so I'm still new to just people just walking around with their lips out. And I don't mean these lips, but they bottom
Yeah.
lips out, and it's like, hey, how you doing? And just
Yeah.
Yes. How you doing? Yeah, looking down and out. How you
Probably
doing?
doing
That's
naked
so
yoga
funny.
out on the
So
lawn.
funny.
Like,
Right.
yeah,
They would be
and they're
doing
just
stuff
walking
like
around
that.
like the whole grotto. It's like I'm not used to like I can control myself now as a male being in porn now, but it's like me.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind back then. It's kind of like I want to stare a bit, like not in a not in a creepy way, but I want to
You want to
observe.
admire the
I want to
beauty.
admire. Yeah.
mhm.
So
So
I do
funny.
love the idea of that though.
that was a long.
Hmm.
That was
Yeah, I think that's kind of why I wanted to do it because I kind of like, I don't know. I guess I have days where I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? I kind of want people to stare at me naked while I'm getting painted. That'd be awesome. I kind of have moments like that. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I would have to do like, besides like my own event. I don't know. It's like maybe I'd say I'm like hosting as a model or something. Yeah, I would have to figure a way to like promote that, but I do want to definitely do that. I've only known like two body painters like in the South that actually did live like body painting stuff. I think one was for like that convention they do like Art Basel, I think in Miami.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe one for Complex Con I've heard before.
Hmm.
But yeah, I've only heard of it twice. So I never really like known if like I wanted to do it for something like bigger, but or at least I know
Yeah.
something that would be like populated. But yeah, I probably have to do some research on where do they even do
I know they did
body
one out
paintings
here in
at.
LA recently.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This was like a year or two ago. I didn't go
Right.
to it because it's not like it's I don't go to a lot of events anymore. But
Oh,
like
I
they
feel
were
it.
just walking around just top they were wearing bottoms though, but they were just
Mm-hmm.
topless walking around. And it looked from the pictures
Like
I
a
saw.
t-shirt.
No. They were just wearing the paint on top. So their titties were
Oh,
out
Hmm.
But they're wearing underwear,
Oh, I see.
so
I
their
think okay,
lips
that's
were out.
cool. Yeah, I did something like that once in London. I painted like UK t-shirt on, like my makeup artist did actually, and like I did a photo shoot outside in London at nighttime in the streets. But with the
It's
mini
pretty
skirt and like high
awesome.
heels on. That was probably one of my favorite shoots, I think. But I definitely kind of felt exposed at first, but I definitely was trying to like, I don't know, channel my inner, I don't know, Victoria's Secret model when they painted on their jeans for those one ad, like whatever. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was trying to think of that moment. I was like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's a little cold. It's a bit nippy. Oh my goodness. I think there was like maybe a group of guys on the corner of the street and they're like, whoa, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, of course, at 1 o'clock in the morning, the only group of people to see me like this as I'm trying to do a photo shoot, they're all just seeing it. The wind was blowing, my skirt got blown up. I was like, oh my gosh, Marilyn Monroe. I feel like this right now.
Right? Awesome though.
So crazy. It was definitely like at first, yeah, I was a little like I guess scared, but I just embraced it and it was actually really fun. Yeah, I would do stuff more like that in like allowed areas. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna try to
As
maybe do
long as it's
like another
like,
one.
safe, because
Hmm.
people are weird out here in this world. As long as it's
Yeah, that
safe,
too.
that's all that should matter,
Mhm.
because
Right.
people, if it's in a like environment, people are expected to see people naked or nude in some
Right.
capacity. It
Mm-hmm.
makes it more wild because one, you are a beautiful woman, and people will be looks like dang, and then they say dang, and then they say dang.
Hmm. Exactly,
Oh
that
my
shock
God.
factor.
So funny.
Or I mean,
Yeah, I
imagine
definitely want
walking
that.
the mall. Imagine walking the
Yeah.
mall like that.
To the
I
mall.
do think about that sometimes. Like I think starting on OnlyFans, like as I've gotten into it, like I've noticed how like I guess clickbait has changed over time. I think that's one thing I've always wanted to stay away from was like I'll still do shock videos for sure, but I don't think I would do anything too
Risky.
crazy. Yeah, just because I care about if families see me or children, I'm like, oh, cover their eyes, please. Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
That's how I feel. I'll probably do something like, yeah, maybe I'm dressed super hot or whatever. Or maybe like maybe super fancy, overdressed or whatever. But yeah, for those type of videos, I probably would only I'll do it in like maybe Miami
Yeah, that's
or maybe
honestly what I was
Jamaica, something
thinking.
like that.
Miami
Yeah.
Mall. But
Yeah, that'd be
honestly,
fun.
usually when I plan something a little bit more risque like that, I try to
Mm-hmm.
schedule it around when I know that the majority of kids are supposed to be in school.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
Like
haven't planned
during
anything like that
school
yet.
time, go in on the freaking, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday, like early
Yeah,
in
like
the
a
day.
weekday. Yeah.
There shouldn't be kids there. That's
Right,
what I think of.
right,
We skip school.
right.
We
Well, at that
yeah.
point, their parents can help cover their eyes. But
Yeah, I would hope so. Oh my gosh.
I mean,
So
everything
funny.
would be covered. That's how I think about it.
I
And
know I'm
I'm
joking.
the
I'm
person
joking.
that I
I've
I'm
would
seen
wear like a
some
closet
girls that
coat.
get a little crazy. I think like what is it in Houston when I used to live there, there's this one girl, I mean, yeah, big booty, very beautiful shape, but she walked around naked in the airport. I don't know how she got away with it, but I wouldn't be surprised if she put on a no-fly list. But yeah, she at least got like a 1 minute walking video of her literally just walking around the airport, really populated, booty jiggling, butt naked. She's still beautiful, but it's just like so crazy. That's you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a
There's
little too
that.
In my opinion, I
intense.
always feel that it should be a limit to, like just common intelligence of like
Mm.
what should be okay and how far you should push it. Like for
No,
example,
yeah, but that's
like
her content thing now. It's like all the content she does is just like that. It's all naked walking videos in the cities, public stuff. That's why I'm kind of like, I think there's like a point, like, it's definitely like pushing a line, and I think it definitely, of course, yeah, inspires people. It's definitely a big shock value type of video.
Mhm.
I just think like, yeah, I'm trying to come up with like concepts that wouldn't be like, I don't know, too exposing in public and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
With OnlyFans content, it kind of the line has kind of changed over time with like what's wild, if that makes sense.
For
Like,
real, though.
I know, like for example, there was the girl who was just taking her underwear off at some grocery stores and just
Yep, I
putting
just
like
saw that recently. She's literally just taking all her clothes off. I don't know how she's doing that. Like, it's kind of crazy to me. I don't know how fast she like. Does she have a dress that's as easy to pull up and down? Is it like I don't know.
no, I think
That's just so
she just
crazy.
wears a little skirt and then she just
Really quickly, right?
and just
Yeah,
takes
I
them
have no
down really quick and
idea.
then puts it
Oh,
on the shelf somewhere and then she walk. I'm like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think some people I realize like I've talked to some people like that and they kind of just like they like the adrenaline I think they get from doing that in public. I don't know if that's like streaking at that point. I think
In a
some people
sense,
enjoy
yeah.
being is streaking.
I feel it's a
Some people
difference.
enjoy it. So
I
crazy.
feel it's a difference between, public nudity and doing
Hmm.
things that are just indecent. And
Yeah,
I feel
definitely
that at
that.
some point, if you're like at a grocery store and taking off your underwear and putting it like on a shelf or like
Hmm.
within fruit, that's a
Right,
little bit too much. But like if you're just like, walking down the street and you just flash whatever and you're just doing the Vogue
right.
walk, whatever, that is not as,
It can be
yeah.
like tasteful in maybe some ways, but yeah, I
Mhm.
think that line of tasteful has definitely changed with OnlyFans. It's, to
Yeah.
me, I think the world's a little. I know it's raunchy. I know that's my world. It's for sure that. But yeah, I try to maybe still get creative, just not too crazy. Maybe like one day that might change. Who knows?
Well, I mean, there's always ways to kind of work around things. Like, for
Right.
example, I did a photo shoot where it basically was me in a bikini at a grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a legit grocery store, at least for me. It
Like
was
a
like
setup.
it was
Yeah,
a setup that looks like a mini mart. So
that's
yeah,
cute.
Yeah.
I some people actually believed I was at a mini mart, and
Yeah, I actually like that now that like a lot of people with studios, they're starting to book like more realistic like set scenarios like doctor offices, law offices, schools, hospitals, whatever,
I've
for a
seen
little
planes.
Yeah,
nursing. Yeah, even the plain one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
strip
well,
clubs,
I
bars.
know there's a place,
Mm-hmm.
one of the studios is near my home, and
Mhm.
that one has like the school setting, the
Mm-hmm.
hospital setting, and I forget it's one other setting that they have, and it is all there. And I was just trying to book a place that has the
Right.
entire like grocery store setting, whatever. So
Yeah.
Right.
those you can get away with doing it because it's not real. And
Right.
since those allow
And that's what I'm
adult
fine with. Like
content,
that's what
yeah.
I would rather do, you know. I think honestly it probably I don't know. I kind of think about it like when I first started OnlyFans, and I remember seeing like my first room that like I think one OnlyFans girl's owned. It was a studio. She had like all these little different scenario rooms like created.
Mhm.
Um, I think it's kind of like I don't know. I guess it's kind of like a small niche in a way. It's like not as common, so it's like you can only really find them in certain areas. And I guess if it's not based in your city, you gotta really travel for it, or maybe just make your own thing. I think I literally only found like one in Houston, and that was about it, honestly.
Mhm.
Um, Maybe like production sets, if that's maybe
Yeah.
probably what it'd be like production sets, I guess you're looking
I think
for.
it's just harder in certain places, like in the South, mainly because it's
Yeah.
supposed to be illegal in some capacities.
Yeah, it is like Texas. Oh my God, I can't even log into my Pornhub account. It's so crazy.
I
Well,
didn't.
technically, you just have to have a creator account and you'll be
I
fine.
do. I do. They literally
No,
won't let
you
me
can't
log
get in.
in. As soon as it pops up, it says the government does not let you do this.
Yeah.
You have to verify your age. I have uploaded my ID. I've done it like twice. Every time I log in the model hub, whatever, it literally will pop up the whole state, like state official warning. And
Mhm.
then that's all I can do. Even if I click OK or whatever, it says, oh, you cannot pass this. You have to email or contact like our customer support to like if you want for some reason like I guess if I don't know why I guess I would have to like tell them like hey I need to see my page. I don't know if that would like cause issues. I don't know.
Well,
I've tried using a VPN. That's probably like the only way I can log in, but it's like I can't guarantee like I'll always have a VPN and be able
Yeah.
to do that. So I haven't like been able to monetize my content recently because I have to upload every 6 months. And I think the whole Texas porn ban for a minute, I had issues trying to figure a way around the whole like
Yeah.
logging in issue. Finally got a VPN service that's really good, that they're not having like an issue with because some websites will like block you from even
From
getting
even
on if you
using
have
the
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I use a well now I use my antivirus has the VPN
Mm,
attached to it if I want to use it or not. Because
I think that's what I need.
yeah, because I know I was in Alabama during in December this year, and
Hmm.
I was looking for something for somebody, and I went to the Brazzers website, and it wouldn't let me in. I'm like, this is crazy,
Right.
and
Because I'll be honest, I feel like I know that if you have a creator account and it's monetized,
Hmm.
that you should be
Hmm.
able to
I
log in.
should, right? Like I
Because,
literally
for
should. It's
example,
crazy.
North Carolina has that same rule or that same law that Texas has.
Hmm.
But as long as I sign in directly through my creator account, I'll be able to see and do it everything like normal.
I'll
and
try that again just to see if
Hmm.
maybe they slightly changed the rules since then.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
yeah, I've tried like the normal login and then I tried my model hub and like both of them like refreshed to like the government official warning thing again. So I was like, damn it. But yeah, I'll
and
try it again and see what
and looking at
yeah,
happens.
your
hit up their
ashtray.
customer service. Like, they should help you with that.
All
Looking at your
right.
ashtray, they announced this morning, this is for
Mm-hmm.
y'all listening, this is February 5th, that New York is trying to propose that same bill.
No way. That's crazy. They're like a BDSM, like gay capital, like with port,
Well,
especially
no,
Yeah.
like and sex worker capital.
it was proposed. It wasn't it hasn't went to vote yet. I don't think it will
Yeah,
pass.
I would hope not. I would hope not. But I mean, like, I don't want to be like it's a freaky capital, but it's definitely one of the freaky capitals. Like,
Isn't it the
it's
birthplace
so
of the
crazy.
drag scene?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the birthplace
Or
of
was that
so many
Philly?
things.
Well,
No.
it was,
Like, well, it's probably like a contributor, but in general, it's definitely like a birthplace or at least a home to like many sex workers, definitely a lot of drag girlies, definitely a lot of BDSM, the leather people,
Mhm.
definitely a lot of freaks out there.
they're in
Crazy.
San Francisco.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
it. That's it.
Sex in the City of the world, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. What the fuck? They literally got Sex in the City named after New York. Like, come on. Like, no, that'd be so nuts if they do that. Just taking the fun out of everything. Oh,
Well, I mean, they're slowly trying to put it in every state
oh
imaginable.
yeah. I mean, they're trying, but it's just nuts because it's like, what? Now you're gonna change TV too? What about that? There's softcore porn and everything. Like, come on. So crazy.
And mind you, if you think about it, they use that softcore porn as a selling point.
Yeah, of course they do. And then it's like they're trying to kind of change the whole term, like what could be considered porn, even. It's like anything could really fall under that umbrella if it's like in any way to people sexually provocative. It's like
Yeah,
it's getting dangerous
we're
because we're
gonna go
getting close
back
to
to
censorship.
we're gonna go back into like the 1940s where everybody was in the
Yeah,
separate beds and
so
what's the
crazy.
name like I Love Lucy when they were like
Hmm.
they slept in separate beds.
Oh my God.
That's how it was. Yeah, husband and wife, separate beds, separate rooms, sometimes depending how Christian they are, how strict. Oh, it's crazy.
Look, honestly, the idea of
Ain't
separate
no
rooms
DIs.
does not sound bad, but as long as you still get to sleep in the same room and cuddle. But
Yeah, some people
imagine just
do that,
having your own
but
spaces. I know
yeah.
couples that do that. They each have their own room, but
Hmm.
one of
Yeah,
the
no,
rooms
I'm not
is
against
the
the
one where
room
they both
thing. I think
cuddle.
it's just crazy though, where it's like some people they'll be like, "Oh, I don't even touch my partner,"
Yeah.
unless it's like I guess that's their arrangement, I guess. But like, I don't know. At that point, it's like, is it really a real marriage? I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I would say this.
I
I,
It's so like medieval. It's so like castle like. That's what they used to do back then. Like, oh, you have your husband's like chambers, your wife's chambers. It's like they don't cross paths. It's so interesting.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you something
Yeah.
crazy, Miss Emily. So
Hmm.
it's like this. So someone asked me before if I could date like a porn performer, and I'm like,
Mm.
I could, no issue. Because the thing is, it's like I'm about 90% asexual, so
Hmm.
I don't even need to, do anything with
You
my
know what? That's
significant other.
awesome.
Like
That's fucking
for
awesome.
me, like, I say this all the time. The only thing I really care about is sucking titties, and I love to do that. I really love to do that. I don't need to get penetrated. We can
Said I
penetrate.
just need titties. That's all.
I just need titties and the cuddle. That's it.
Hmm.
Cuddle and titties. That's all I
You
need.
don't ask for too much. You're a
I'm
simple man.
yeah.
You know what you want. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Not
and
complicated.
yeah,
So crazy.
and then if you know you're a working person, have fun. Just let me know where you're going.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just communication.
That's
Communication.
awesome.
Let me
That's
cuddle
awesome.
and let me suck a titty. That's it.
Yes.
That's
That's
all I
it.
need.
Just a titty tax. That's all.
Just
Titty tax. That's all.
yeah, that's all I need. I
So
don't even need to
funny.
see the lips. I just and the thing
Yes.
is,
Just
I'm
straight titty tax. He's like,
and
I
I'm
don't mean nothing else.
and
No in between
I'm not
worth
even
it.
particular about the size of the titties.
So funny.
It could be a negative
So
A
funny.
cup, and I'll be okay as long as there's a nipple there. I'm
A titty
good.
is a titty. Yes, that
Yes,
is right.
a
A
titty is a
negative
titty.
A cup. I'm just how
He said mosquito bites, little ant
Yeah,
bites.
mosquito bite. Like
Oh,
you, if you got
so
less titty, if
crazy.
you got less titty than I do, I'm
Oh,
okay with that.
a titty's a titty.
Titty's a titty.
So crazy.
We
So
love
real.
titties.
So real. So
All
real.
titties
all
matter.
titties matter. All titties matter.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that's right. Breast cancer awareness. Let's go about it.
So,
So good.
That's true.
So funny. That's real. That's real.
but yeah, so I forgot where we were going with that. But yeah, like if New York gets rid of it, it's going to be very interesting because that
I
would just
know.
balloon everywhere else.
I just feel
But
like that would definitely start a protest. There's no way they won't go up for that. What the fuck? No,
Right?
no way.
I mean, they've tried it a few times out here in LA, a lot,
I know it's kind of
and
nuts. They know it's like a Pornhub capital. Like they know the companies are here. Like what the fuck? What are
but
like? I just don't understand. Like what are they gonna do to literally thousands of people? And then also all the people that are retired. Like who is that all even applicable? Like who's falling under this whole umbrella term? It's like why does everyone now have to worry about being a marginalized group? It's literally so crazy. The politics are
well, it's
changing.
crazy. One law they don't even officiate out here because technically, legally in LA, you're supposed to use condoms in porn sets. Yeah, you're supposed to.
Legal, yeah.
Legally, yes.
Technically,
Legally, they don't. So because they were like, I know a few years ago they tried to make it so that they wanted to send a representative to your sets, every set, every anytime you
like a
recorded
government,
anywhere,
like
you had to go to
government.
you had to go to the government. Like this is they it failed, but they tried to make it so you had to go to the government, well, the city officials, and say,
I
yes.
actually remember hearing about this.
Yeah, I'm about to record this porn set. This like so let's say you're about to do a scene with Sarah. Yeah, me and Sarah
Yeah.
Lace about to do a scene together on February 5th at 8 o'clock p.m. So
Mm-hmm.
what time can we expect you to be there to make sure
Mm-hmm.
that we follow all the rules?
Mm-hmm.
That is how they wanted to make it a few years ago. And
Was
I'm
it only
glad that's
between
it.
boy girl, or was it just anybody?
For
Like
Anybody,
anything?
any scene,
How was a
anything,
any
girl supposed to use a condom? What the hell?
get no well, female condoms.
I know there's that, but I mean, like, you're
No, you're
supposed to
supposed to
like
use
eat
this.
her
Yeah.
coochie with the condom still?
yes, with the female
Any
condom, the dam.
anything
I'm.
that
What the fuck?
And I don't know, you tried it before,
I've
but
seen
you
it
are
once
quite
because I went to an OBGYN and I've seen the female
plastic.
condom. It
I
looks
don't.
like it.
I've tried it and done it before, just because I've tried every form of birth control just to
Yeah,
keep myself, and you are
yeah.
looking plastic.
That's what it seemed like. I've seen the diagram. I have one at home, like just in
Yes.
case, God forbid, I run out of all my other condoms. But
Mhm.
that's like my literally last emergency. I don't know why. It's just there in the back. Like, no, haven't used it yet. I kind of was like, I don't know about that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
two things, Sarah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I have
Mhm.
everything in the house and I don't have a female condom. That's I just thought about that. I don't have those.
I
Anyway,
never heard anyone prefer that. I never just
well
been
no
like,
no.
hey,
Like
y'all have a female condom?
I
Anybody?
have everything in
No,
my house.
like,
Like I keep a lot of
never heard
random
it.
stuff in my house because a lot of people record in my house in like one of the rooms here. And
Mm-hmm.
I have everything you could think of, like you can be prepared for, like condoms, the
Mhm.
douches, the just in case day after.
Yeah, you're ready.
I have a lot of stuff, and the thing is, I don't have female condoms, but it was anytime any bodily fluids outside of kissing was spread.
Hmm.
So if it was anytime
Was this
anybody
like during the 1970s or 80s that this was like started, or no? Do you know
what porn or this rule?
that
Rule.
specific rule?
This
Like, was
was
it before AIDS? Like, was it before the AIDS
this was
epidemic?
within the last 7 years.
Wow.
Mm.
Because
After it.
I remember like we did a parade like a parade. We did a protest walk
Oh
for it out
wow.
here in LA. Yeah, it went from the LGBT center in downtown
Hmm.
LA, and I forget where we. I think we walked to the. I forget how far we walked. It was a long damn way, but then we ended there,
March
and
on. Yes.
Mm.
yeah, and
You know we get together for
it was a
that.
lot
People
of
Yes.
gather
performers
and
there,
protest.
and I almost didn't make it because that was back when I first started having to use my cane, and I'm up here
Oh,
Right.
dying. I'm like, oh my God, this is a long walk.
They didn't say how you had to get there though.
Yeah, but
That's all that matters.
I would have changed up if I was going to walk or not. I probably would have went to the place and said I'll meet y'all there,
Yes.
and just took an
Yes.
Uber.
right?
Maybe a little scooter, maybe
Yeah,
something.
took an Uber there, just
Oh,
like
Meet you
okay,
there, hand
yeah,
on
over
the
there.
water.
like I'm with
Yes.
you. I stand in solidarity, but
Yes. Yes.
yeah, just like they, not never again. But I'm with y'all 100%. I will repost and wear the buttons and the stickers. 'Cause I like the buttons and stuff still, the buttons
Hmm.
and the stickers. But
You're like, I'm not walking.
no,
That's
but
not
yeah,
happening.
yeah,
Not my
but
knees.
this was 7 years, like 7, 8 years ago that they had it, and I'm like, I think it's just so
Yeah.
it's just so dumb, and like I
7, 8 years
understand.
ago.
Yeah,
I
around
understand.
7, eight
twenty
years ago.
seven
It was mainly
ish
because
when it happens.
porn shuts down with the moratoriums, whatever.
Moratorium.
And
Yeah.
there was two that year. But the thing is,
So crazy.
and the thing is, if the person is brand new and they haven't shot with anybody, they still shut it down,
Hmm.
whatever. And these two people were brand new, and I think one of them had only shot with one person, and they were brand new, and like, but it still counts as it went down, you know. So
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
yeah,
7, 8 years ago, really not that long ago, really.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
So
Like, I think I was in high school when that was happening. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. No,
Because I remember
that's
when I
not.
first came into the industry was basically right after it happened, I think, or at least when I
Mm-hmm.
became aware of
yeah,
it. And so I remember being like, wait, so what am I supposed to
she just
do?
said she was in high
Right,
school
right.
when I did
Like,
this.
because
Was
they
everything?
will change these laws often. So we kind of have to like keep an eye out for the news and be like, all right, so
I
what are they
know. It's
now?
crazy.
What do we have to do?
Our life is so political, and then it's like our job is so political, even if it's like you don't want it to be. It's like it's political at the end of the day.
I
Oh my
hate
goodness.
politics. I just want to bring a smile to people and
Wait a minute.
You
distract them
know,
with
it's
what I can.
crazy. I wish there was a porn HR. That's what I do wish for. That's one thing I do wish that was be like if there was a change, porn HR. Oh my gosh. Yes. That's my one
I
thing.
just thought
A
about something.
union or a union, some
There's
porn
a union.
union,
There is
something.
a
There's
Is
a
union.
porn
there?
union.
I'm learning. What the fuck? What
There's
is this?
There was some drama around them.
yeah.
Is it
It's
legit?
always
Oh, I won't say anything, but
the thing
I
is like with it, it's like some people have issues with the fact that one of the people who work there uh might have something problematic about them, no
I
matter
would
what.
believe that. But is it like a
And
legit porn union or is it just
it
like an
is.
amateur group
it
of
is.
people?
It
It
is.
is.
It's been
It's a
going on for
legit
a long time.
union.
Oh, wow. Okay. I
It's
need to look
basic
it up
it's
now.
in Vegas. And
Oh,
yeah, they're in Vegas.
that makes sense.
So yeah, they at one part like but it exists. But people are
Is
gonna
it
have
bad?
issues. People
I
are gonna
mean,
have
as with everything, it has its pros and cons.
Mm.
So
Is
some
it ran by
things,
all white people?
no,
Okay. Mm.
they're not all white.
no,
No.
They're not all white. because I don't know
How did those
you
people get picked? Like, were
because I
they
was
performers themselves or something? Or were
they
they, I don't know, have some experience at least in the industry? Or
some
they're
people
just
pay
random
Yeah.
people?
people
Well,
pay
yeah.
memberships.
Oh,
If people pay
Mhm.
membership, because I used to be, I didn't pay the membership. I was, cause I was in for different reasons, but I was
mm,
a part of the email stuff and knew what was going on. But
Mhm.
like, like, and I'm just not as active in the world as much as I used to when it comes to other stuff because
there's a lot
of
going
reasons
on.
because a lot of stuff, a lot of things that go on in this porn
Hmm.
industry. Um,
Yeah. I
but
was in for about 2, 3 years before I kind of just, I don't know,
fizzled
I
up.
don't really go into the meetings and communicate a lot,
Right.
especially with me not being like, I don't collaborate with people as much. I
Hmm.
really kind of just stick to myself at home and I just travel every once in a while. So I felt like I
Right.
didn't really need to be part of the union in a sense, where I was just
Hmm.
like, okay, this isn't benefiting me as much as I should be using it for.
I see.
And I would just, I
Now I'm
would
gonna
just,
do
I
some
would, I was
research.
just in it. Like I'm not like obviously not a performer. Like I'm just in it because of the stuff that I do, BTS around the
Hmm.
industry,
Mhm.
and like some people like me. So because some people like me, I'm just invited to all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'll come, I'll be a part of it. Y'all
Mhm.
like me.
Yeah, I mean, one of the amazing things about them is that they do have free resources. For
Okay.
example, if you need like a copy of a model release, they literally have a few samples on their website that you can go in. And I think they also explain to you what each model release is and why they're different.
Right.
Kind of give little introductory classes in a sense about that. And
And
I heard
they have
something
been known
about
to help
medical.
people sometimes with medical stuff or if like
Oh,
or
like
if or if like
interesting.
you need like if you're like a established performer and you hit really bad hardship, they can
Uh-huh.
help you with resources to at least get past that month.
Mhm.
Interesting. That is very
Yeah.
interesting. I had no idea. I also was curious about that. I don't even think
Mhm.
everyone knows about stuff like that at all.
Mm.
That's nuts.
Well,
I'm
because
learning this now, and I'm
because
5 years in. Oh my gosh.
One of the
So
best things
crazy.
I will say about them, from at least what I actually experienced, was
Hmm.
that consent checklist. Even,
Okay, yeah,
even now,
that's
I have
awesome. I
that
was wondering about
downloaded.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
I actually need to get that myself.
mhm.
okay,
It's
Yeah.
so
I
very,
always thought people
very
just made it
useful.
like themselves.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
sometimes you don't really know what to ask or
Yeah,
how
I
to say
don't.
it.
I
So,
don't. That's actually why it's helpful. I think I've only like used that like for example, all my OnlyFans collabs, I've never had that except with like one person who actually decided like print it out and I was like, "Oh, what is this?" I was like,
yeah.
"Wow." A lot of things I didn't even consider or think of that or would come to mind like or wouldn't even know if that was a thing. I'm like, "Oh, wow." Yeah, I definitely need to get one of those. Oh
and I
my
think I
gosh.
think it's important to like at least write it down into because
Yeah.
especially when you're dealing with someone new. If you
Mm-hmm.
haven't dealt with before, it's kind of
Yeah.
like, even though this person is a reputable talent, whatever, known to be
Mm-hmm.
okay, whatever, it's
Mm-hmm.
still, things that would be okay with Sarah isn't okay with you and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
so sometimes it's hard to really gauge. So you gotta always gotta ask every question. So later on,
Right.
it's not, oh, I was doing this scene with Princess Emily, and this girl
Mm-hmm.
kept sticking her finger up my booty hole, and I wasn't okay with that, but I
Right.
know that that's what she does, and I didn't feel
That's
like,
crazy.
or vice versa,
Mhm.
like
Yeah, and they couldn't voice it to them.
like
Yeah.
doing something with you, like
Hmm.
vaginally, and then randomly they pull out and you stick it in your bum hole, and it's like
Yeah.
you're just
It's like,
finishing the scene, and it's too late now
yeah.
because it's like an ongoing, So
Yeah, pretty much. And then it'll cause an issue on set. Yeah, I can only imagine.
Well, even in a simpler manner, it also helps you vocalize and express your
Yeah,
wants and
I think
desires
that's what's
too,
amazing.
you know?
Yeah. I'm
Because
like imagining how that could have maybe improved maybe certain shoots that
yeah,
I've had now.
think
Wow.
about it. You go on set and they ask you, okay, so what are your do's and don'ts?
Mm-hmm.
Go in and you're like, well,
I
I guess
don't know. I
nothing's
literally
too
just say
rough.
one
Don't
thing.
slap me. And
Yeah,
then they'll do
literally.
other things, and you're like, oh, actually, I don't like that either, but I didn't
Oh my
think to tell you
gosh.
that, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
And it's
Mm-hmm.
too late, you
Yeah,
know.
until
So,
it
yeah.
happens. Yeah, no, I've had that happen like actually multiple times. So now I'm like,
Mhm.
wow, now I actually should just print those and just bring those with me now. I
Yeah.
really just need that. That's so crazy. Yeah, I've only shot with like one person that's really ever offered me that. Um, wow. Yeah, no, I'm gonna print them today.
Yeah.
Today.
No,
And
it's just
even if you do it with, even if you film with somebody multiple times, I still
Yeah,
recommend doing it,
it's
the
just good to
questionnaire
know.
again every time. Because, for example,
Things
one
change.
day you're planning on a blowjob scene, another
Mm-hmm.
day you're planning on anal scene. Those
Mm-hmm.
two scenes have different consents that you require, you know?
Right, right.
So each time things will change, and it's always good to
yeah,
ask.
especially when you're doing anal scene
Yeah,
and like
that's true.
they
Mhm.
go too far
Yeah.
and they not answering cues, they're going too far or doing too much too fast,
Mhm.
and they need to understand when they're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And it needs to be talked about beforehand because some people will try to go
Yeah.
through somebody. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
there's been a
absolutely.
case like that I saw online before.
Yeah.
It's it definitely is like crazy. I think sometimes also you go over consent and maybe it also kind of goes to me, the performer, like the person's that either is not listening or maybe I think they're not reading their partner
Hmm.
also. It sometimes it could be that and some people could choose. I've seen it where they hear it, but they also might be choosing to ignore it. Um, I've seen moments like that. So
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting. I I know like the whole consent form is definitely like helping people voice what they need and also to also I guess like cover liabilities too in a way and protect themselves. But it's like yeah, you always can't guarantee if like your performer or partner will actually listen to you sometimes or actually respect that or care about it. Sometimes they might just care about getting a certain shot they want or thing they want you to do and just like really quickly it happens and it's like, oh, what the hell? What happens
and
now? And
I think
it makes you feel weird.
it's also important, and this is just something, ouch, is this something random? Um,
Hmm.
that if you have like if so you have a cameraman with you and you're not doing using a Steadicam, have
Oh
the
yeah,
cameraman know what the do's and don'ts are also. Because
that's nice to know.
if they realize or don't, and
That's
it's like and
happening.
like and
Yeah.
like they can see it in your face that this is not cool,
Hmm.
they can just stop it and be like, hey, stop what you're doing. This isn't cool, whatever. She told you that, whatever. And
Hmm.
like one, it stops him from doing like them from doing what they're doing. One.
Hmm.
And two, it's like this isn't gonna be recorded because she told you no. She told you
Hmm.
stop. So we gotta come back to our, our zen so we can get through
Middle
this
ground.
middle
Yeah.
ground so we can
Absolutely.
either finish this,
Yeah.
do it right, or stop and just call it a loss. So
Right.
like even though you don't want to call it, you want to finish it,
Hmm.
it's not worth, you know, going through your nose because that person might say, yeah, she told me I couldn't do this. We did it anyway, and we still finished the shoot. So if you do it, she be
Yeah,
okay
pretty
with it.
much. Yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
That's kind of why it's like you do have to really I that's why I do like the sheet in general, the idea of it too, because it's like in general it introduces to the person like you still have every right to voice all this or communicate it and make sure it's actually being held accountable or at least somehow being like reprimanded in a way, at least.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I do like that idea, honestly. I think it would even I think a lot of concepts that we do in the porn world would help even people in real life, like stuff like that. Consent forms for a lot of things. It's so crazy. Wow.
Because we've also heard this argument about, oh, why would we add this extra form? That's not sexy. That takes the fun out of it.
Oh
And
yeah,
that.
right. But it's like,
Honestly,
no,
it
it
brings
helps.
more fun
Yeah,
knowing
because
where
it
your
opens that
boundaries
idea.
are,
Okay.
knowing where those boundaries are and kind of being able to play within those.
I
Like,
love
that's
that.
a beautiful thing.
And it's like I really think at the end of the day, why would you also want to be with a partner or do something with a partner that's not willing to really talk about what y'all are about to do or
Mhm.
like at least acknowledge, be on the same page? Like, hey, I don't like this type of stuff, or I do like this type of stuff. In
Mhm.
general, it's like your partner is not always going to be a mind reader. And also, what if you just met that person too? It's like, who knows? I
Exactly.
think it's better like you would have a partner or you would want to at least do something with the partner that would want to talk about like openly what they want to do to you at least. It's like, are they actually into you if they don't want to talk about it? I don't know.
Right? Like
Kind of what
you
I would
should be
think.
able to tell me exactly what you want to do to me and
Yes.
exactly what you want me to do to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, what if I do something and it's like, this is how I think I want you like it, but
Mhm.
really you don't like it like this. That's good to know. It's
Exactly.
like, I feel like maybe that's why the whole concept of women not having an orgasm with certain partners exists also. It's
Mhm.
so crazy. Would change things if people could talk about stuff like that more openly with
Exactly.
their partner.
I kind of like to turn this into like a game with my partner where
Mm-hmm.
it's like, ooh, tell me what dirty thing that you have in mind. What is another bucket list thing that you want?
That's
What are
hot.
you in the mood for? You know, what
Yes.
intensity level from 1 to 5 or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
How hard are we gonna do it tonight? Kind of like
Yes. Like
make it
that's
a
hot.
game,
That's
essentially.
hot.
It's like talk dirty to me. Tell me what you want.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. That's
And
why I
then
think it would.
find
It's like,
out.
why would not talking about like your consent stuff, do's and no? How would that not be sexy? Like, how could that not turn to something
Mhm.
sexy? I think it's just definitely some people's lack of imagination and passion in it. It's so crazy. Some people just care about their nut and that's it. They're like, why do I gotta go through all that? What?
Mhm.
No, it's
Because
so crazy.
it's so much more than like at the end of the day,
Hmm.
we are not dating.
Right.
This is a business like a business transaction. We are
Mhm.
doing this
True.
if it's a trade. Hey, this is a business transaction. I'm getting paid to do this. I will do
Hmm.
what's on your script or on your layout, whatever. If it's
Hmm.
anything extra, we have to discuss that. Is a business transaction. Unless this is your partner and you're doing things with someone you're dating a relationship with, then that's different. But when it comes to business stuff, we're going to do this. We're going to go on. We're going to handle this, and then go forth. At
Mhm.
the end of
Right.
the day, if this is your first time with this person, I don't know you, mother effer.
Right.
Mhm.
Your name,
That's true.
your name is
That's why
Ben
I
10 for all I
usually
know.
that's why usually when it's someone new, I tell them exactly what kind of scenario or like role play thing and intensity I want to do, you know?
Hmm.
I'll tell them, hey, this scene I want it slow and sensual, or this scene I want it to kind of give a little bit more of a rough vibe, but also keep in mind I'm delicate, so don't go too hard. Like,
Right.
there's, you kind of tell them how you want things to turn out, and they just have to respect those boundaries or also tell you
Right.
what their boundaries are.
Hmm.
So, Miss Emily, what is your favorite type of scene to create?
Mhm.
My favorite
Or
type of seed to create.
Yeah, talk dirty to me.
what type of scene do you want to create in the future?
Honestly, I'm so nervous about this. Oh my gosh. So I like always wanted to do like a boy girl, but I never have done that. It's like, oh my God. I just started doing threesomes like I think for my first time on camera. Maybe like last like December and then January also. Like literally last year for the very first time. I think I only have like literally three threesome videos out now. But yeah, I'm like nervous to do boy girl. I'm like, oh my God. I mean, two different cum shots pretty much, right? I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I'm trying to think how can I make this video awesome? I'm like, who would I even pick? Now I have to think about that. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm excited and nervous. Oh.
I
Well,
get
Yeah,
it.
I'm like,
it depends
can I
also.
handle the challenge? I have no idea. I'm
I
like,
mean,
ugh,
it depends
gotta find out.
also like where you want them to be also.
That's
Hmm.
what I was
Because
thinking. Where are they
because
gonna
like
fit in?
if 'cause I don't know all that you do. So if you only you don't if you don't do anal, it's easier in
Hmm.
my opinion to do vagina and oral
Like,
rather
right, yeah.
yeah
Howard?
rather than trying to position yourself if you're really new to it on camera. On camera
Hmm.
threesomes is so much different than regular threesomes in general. Like
Yes.
and then trying to
Yes.
have them do vagina and anal at the same time because
Yeah, I've
it's
never
like
done
a
that.
position,
Oh my
huh?
gosh.
God,
Yeah,
that's
I've
so
never done
hot.
that.
You
I've
say
It's
seen
so
what?
it.
hot
It's
to
so
watch.
hot, but I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm like nervous. So yeah, I probably, yeah, I'm gonna have to do some practice first. Okay, I'm gonna do some practice first, and then I'll do it on camera probably.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh,
I mean,
Because
that's
I've
honest.
never
crazy.
done DP either.
Yeah,
And like
like
Eiffel
maybe for
Tower
solo, but
threesomes.
not a person. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, exactly. Because like the threesomes that are like not DP, I just
Mm-hmm.
like to call them Eiffel Tower threesomes, you know, because
That
on each.
yeah, that's
But
pretty much yeah. That I always think I'm kind of interested in. I'm like I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, but yeah, I did start doing anal like this beginning of the year, but I'm slowly still like training and like prepping. Um, yeah, that's like something that's like more newer for me now this year. I don't know. Yeah, I think the one thing that does scare me about the whole boy boy girl is like the whole double vag thing. I'm like,
Mhm.
can I even do that? I'm like, I never even tried that. Now I have to like go
Technically, yeah.
practice. I'm like, I have no idea. It's like maybe I could. I have no idea. No idea.
I
Oh
mean,
my
you
gosh.
know, technically it's made to stretch
I know,
10
right? I'm like,
centimeters.
I just gotta go home and play with my
I'm
pussy
gonna
now.
I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna tell you
So
this,
crazy.
and this is from what I've been
Hmm.
told from people. If someone like if it's two dicks that aren't really girthy, it's not as bad as two, thin dicks.
Skinny one.
Yeah. So it's easier with two thin dicks to do double. So you can get easier way into do because you don't got to rush double. You don't got to go from zero to 1,000. Saying,
Right.
okay, on my first threesome, I'm gonna do a double vag. No, just
Right?
relax.
Like,
Just
not yet.
Yes.
ease
Yeah.
on into
Yeah.
it. Ease on into it. Like
Yeah.
let your hoo ha say, okay, 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 okay. I wasn't prepared for this, but give me a second, because like you've done a thing with Dread, right?
Yeah, I
So
have.
just
Yeah.
like I don't know, like yeah. So two thin dicks is
You
like
can do
one
that.
Dread.
Pretty much. Pretty
Yes.
much. So that's
So
kind of why I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm even contemplating, could I even do that? But that's why I would think like, oh my gosh, I probably would just try with solo first to even see if
yeah.
Hmm.
that's gonna even if I'm gonna like that. I don't know. I'm like, how's it gonna feel? I
Well,
have no idea.
you can
Uh,
also just like have a partner and have
mhm.
him use a dildo on you. Like,
I
have
see that's
you
actually one thing I haven't done before in my actual personal sex life. Someone has not ever used toys on me. Maybe like a vibrator or something, but never like a dildo or whatever. That's actually
I'm
something I'm like
sorry.
still
And
exploring as I'm getting
You,
older, you know?
I didn't
yeah, you're missing
Yeah.
out, bro.
I didn't
You're
I didn't
missing
say I
out.
didn't say this earlier.
Uh-huh.
But when I was talking about me being exact, like I have these things I call my Freddy gloves.
Uh-huh.
It is
Okay.
it's like the whole it's like five different vibrators you put on your fingers.
What the hell? Like
Yeah.
literally, that's crazy.
Like I think I want it in there, but like
You know the
it,
ones where you just like put the vibrator up there and
matter
you
of fact,
just
I'm
start
gonna let y'all
playing.
talk for a second and
I've seen it.
I'll
Yeah,
grab
I've
one.
seen it.
But go ahead and talk
Okay,
for a
yeah, I
Yeah.
second.
need to see this. Yeah, I've only seen it. I have
I
never actually played with it, looked at it outside of the box. Never have.
mind
I'm
you,
just
it's
so curious.
technically you use one vibrator at a time, but he shows them
Mm-hmm.
off and he puts one in each finger. And so there I'm
Oh, what
thinking
the
like,
hell?
oh my God, these are like the Thanos stones or the
Is it like a
Infinity
latex
Stones.
type of glove, kind of?
So
Right? He can just
it's like these.
um
And like there's other ones that go
Oh,
inside the finger. And so
yeah.
yeah.
I have one for every finger.
What the hell?
So like I can, have one right here and I have one inside. And
So
then
crazy.
if you like one in your stinker, I can
Right.
have the stinker vibrating too at the same time. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like you're gonna get off,
That's so
like
crazy. I
I
love the
could have this
innovation.
vibrating.
Yeah. Two in
I
the pink and one in the stink.
yes,
So crazy.
and then I do have I have a like a big, you know those big truck, those long, big bins, those white clear bins of just that they sell at
Mm-hmm.
the Home Depot. I have a box full of those just as sex toys. So if I'm with somebody and they want one of those while we're doing whatever, we have options.
That's nice. That's
So yeah,
nice.
I have a my house is weird, don't judge me.
You're good. Yeah, I've only met like in my personal life, like someone that wasn't a performer. Um, okay, actually, no, I lied. Okay, one time. This only happened one time that's like I had a partner that like wanted to use toys on me. Um, and this was like maybe like literally probably after high school, I think. Like maybe I was like 18, that was it. But yeah, I stopped seeing them. So I don't know. Ever since then, never have seen like an actual partner
Yeah,
that wasn't maybe a performer that might do that.
yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, no, probably gonna try that again.
It's like
It's so
I will
crazy.
say, I understand how it can be intimidating to guys thinking that they're competing against this toy or whatever. But that's not
Yeah,
how
some
it is.
people.
Like, no, that toy is helping you.
Right, that's your best
You're
friend.
using
That's supposed
that
to
as
be your
your
best
tool,
friend.
you
Because
know?
So
at the end of the
crazy.
day, like 99% of the time, the male's gonna nut. You gotta make sure she gets off. You gotta make sure
Right.
she's enjoy it because at the end of the day, you want her to come back. So you gotta like at the end of the day, you always gotta make sure that she's happy.
Right.
And
Happy
you
wife,
know that
happy
how they
life.
say happy wife, happy life, happy
Mm-hmm.
partner, happy life.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But I know for sure whatever you start doing, your boy girl is going to look fantastic.
I'm
Mhm.
excited. I'm scared and excited. I'm so anxious. I'm like all three at the same time. Oh my gosh. Ah.
Yeah, because
And
I see
and
you have a girl boy out, so
Yeah, that was actually like fun, especially like shooting that with like girls that I was like comfortable with. I got to know more. Um, yeah, I like that approach more, getting to know people first before I do anything with them on camera because the internet is forever.
I
It's
get
so
it.
crazy.
I was gonna
But
say,
yeah, it's been fun.
if you need someone to use your toys on you, I volunteer as tribute. I volunteer
That'd
as
be
yeah,
cute. That'd be really
y'all both are
cute.
Texas women originally.
Oh, really?
yeah.
That's crazy. Where are you from?
San Antonio?
Oh, I'm a San Antonio girl.
Oh,
That's
that's awesome.
crazy. Yeah, I'm a San Antonio girl right now. I'm from Dallas originally, but yeah, I'm now in San Antonio. I
Yeah.
like it though. It's more peaceful.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Uh,
she's on the far east now, but
hmm
Yeah, I'm still a Southern girl, just not a Southern Texas girl anymore.
yeah, I'm from the Midwest. I don't know nothing about that.
Right? He's like, I don't know.
Right.
I'm a guy that just came from
He's like, they
Indiana.
just say y'all. Is that it?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Mhm.
y'all
Oh my gosh.
and y'all like what do you call Sprite? What do you call it?
Sprite?
Like, do you call it pop soda or Coke?
No, I just say Sprite or I say soda. That's it. I don't
See,
really say pop. I'm not that country.
Yeah.
see, I'm a pop person.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah, I
don't
think
think
it
Texas
depends what
say
if you're
pop.
in the Midwest, like I think they say pop. Like my grandpa in Kansas, like they used to say pop or soda pop or whatever. Yeah, that's like I think it's more like Midwest in a way.
I was
I
talking
don't
about that
know.
today with somebody, and people I knew from the South, they call all soda Coke.
Hmm,
So it's,
hmm.
I have
I
heard
mean, I
that.
think because it's
Texas
such a
say that.
big drink, like there's a Coca-Cola factory, I believe in Atlanta or Georgia. And I want to say it's because that was like a popular soda that they would serve in all the diners, like Waffle House, things like that. People just say, "Can I have a Coke?" And that's usually the most common soda, like or Pepsi, one or the other. But I believe there's even like a history between that, even like even the whole like like shopping cart or buggy. Like I don't say buggy, but I've met people who do. I think it just depends how country, like who you're raised
Yeah,
by. Like did you like I don't know, is your grandma country too? You never know. Like it kind of rubs off on you, especially.
that's
Yeah.
true.
I think my
Mm,
mom, she's from the South, but I think by the time that I came out like hello,
mm-hmm.
she had already became institutionalized to the way they talk in Indiana
Mm.
at that point. Um,
I guess that.
so what do you have coming out that we should look forward to?
Oh my gosh. I shot my first interracial scene, and I hope another girl video, and maybe my first like mainstream video, possibly. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Besides
Okay.
Ricky's room, yeah, fingers crossed. And I want to say solo anal videos, and possibly a boy girl this year sometime. Yeah.
So
And
lots of
well,
content
Well,
coming
I'm
up.
sure the mainstream really wants you because I been seeing your name pop around here and there. So like everybody want them some princess.
it's so funny. Thank you.
No, I'm
But
just
yeah,
saying.
I hope so. I'm just like trying to get into it. With like I'm just doing my research on like companies first because at first I really did not know like who's who. There's so many like websites, so many names. I'm like I gotta remember all these people. I gotta know who's who. Put faces and names. I think when I went to my first AVN, it was like crazy actually seeing people in real life that I've seen for years online and we always talked but never met up in person. I'm like, oh, what the hell? This was
Yeah.
it was definitely like a great networking like event too.
What's this? I've never been to AVN,
Yeah,
and
you would be, I think, great there. I think you would
I mean
hit it off.
I've been nominated for AVN, but I've never been. But it's just like, is
Oh,
it like I personally don't go because I'm not getting paid to be there.
okay. Well, I mean, I
Yeah,
think you if
I'm
you have
not talented.
fans or if you know people or if you're always looking for like interviews or maybe something like live on the go, if you ever have like I don't know like a camera person with you and a microphone and how you are in person, your personality, like maybe some good social media stuff. But it's really up
Yeah,
to you.
I
It's
mean,
like really like
I've
press,
been in porn for a long time, so I know a
right?
lot of. I like this. When you said earlier,
You can always just
you're
show up.
when you
Like
say
you
you
can
were
always
in
just
high
show up.
school when I
Mhm.
did this march,
Yeah, like 7, 8 years ago.
you
Yeah.
were 8 years old when I joined porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how long I've been in the industry. So
Woo!
I know a lot of
So
people.
funny.
Like
Uh-huh.
I'm in a lot of different circles, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't go just because I'm not getting paid to be there, but I know I
Mm-hmm.
can reach people in any capacity if I
Mhm.
Right.
really want to. And the difference is the
Yeah.
OF mainstream is so different.
Mm-hmm. It
Mhm.
is,
So
but it's always crazy because like I think like it's funny. When I was there, I was actually just like it was cool. Yeah, I was like a person who was independent, and I got nominated and was also just surrounded by so many other people that were like in the
yeah, you were
game
up
for
for
like over
best butt,
30
right?
years. Yes, but I also was just it was just awesome. Like I was like literally sitting with people that were like literally just I saw happy couples. I was like, they're married. I was like, this is so cute. People
Yeah.
really have happy lives, this full circle. They have their family supporting. I'm like, what the fuck? Amazing. Like, it just made me feel like, wow, okay, people are so like critical. They're like, oh, porn stars should be miserable. You guys are sinning, all this other stuff. Like, it's just weird messages I even
Yeah.
get all the time to time. And it just makes me think, like, damn, people really do not want to be having this like a happy life, people are surrounding you, supporting you in your community. I know sometimes it's like some people feel like, yeah, not everyone's in the community, but I think when you do find your like family in it, it's like, or at least people that make you comfortable, feel like a good
Mhm.
friendship, or you just find like just people you can resonate with and connect with. I think it's like, it's just amazing that everyone's coming together like that. And I thought it was awesome. Honestly, it literally blew my mind, made me excited for the next one. I'm gonna try to avoid avian flu. I almost got sick. They almost got me. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
One of the other conventions I would recommend is Exotica.
Oh yes, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for that for my first time this year. I'm going to all of them to try to make up all the years I did not go. So my fans have no excuse to not catch me at any of these locations, like when I do go this year.
That's
I think it
awesome.
And
also will tell me like this will tell me if I'm gonna go next year, if I like them or not. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get ready, like merch ready and like just have my stuff ready. When I went to AVN, I was like, oh my gosh, I have
that was your
nothing.
second nomination, right?
Yeah, second nomination. The first one was when I met you at Urban X.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because I think I were going against each other, maybe.
So, For
No, no,
Urban X
no, no,
Hottie?
no, 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 no. She was on a different category. Yeah, you were up for Urban X Hottie. She was up
Uh,
for Best Anal.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
anal
I
preserver.
mean, I wasn't worried about like that nomination that much, to be honest. I think the only person I think people told me I was really up against more was Janice Hart, and she is a definitely a big page, and she's definitely a big personality, and has a big like fan base, and I think has been doing it longer than me, possibly.
You never know who's gonna
So
win because
yeah, she definitely is very talented.
I
It was I
remember
went on that
last
route.
year someone won and it was their first year in and they beat people who've
Really?
been in for like 6, 7 years.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how it works. I've actually tried asking around, like how does that even work, the whole voting process? Because
It
you
was a
know, it's like
voting
they
it
say
was
it's
a
fan
voting.
voting, right?
It's all
Like
fan
fan
votes.
voting, but it's like how like when I was AVN, someone was saying it's like the fan voting is only like a small critical part of it, or a
Well, there's
small like
It's all fan
two
contribution
votes.
to it.
categories. Well, sort of.
Yeah.
Because I know for Urban X,
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact that it's all
That's
fan votes.
fan.
It's all
Okay.
fan votes, and people actually just
Who's in
go on
charge
the
of that? Do you know? Like, who like
of
started Urban X, I guess?
uh Gianna Taylor. Gianna Taylor started
John
Urban
Taylor.
Gianna Taylor.
Gianna Taylor.
Gianna Taylor started Urban X in 2008. When it first
Oh
started,
wow.
it was the Urban Spice Awards,
Yep.
and then it became the Urban X Awards the second year in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was working the
Mm-hmm.
door when I met you because I was put
Mhm.
Oh,
out
okay.
there and I didn't really want to be there and I was mad the entire day. Um,
I
yeah,
did get that from you. You did say that. It was very interesting. I
you
thought,
know,
I
wow, he's
it
a
wasn't
funny
that
guy.
y'all. It was that some people had to be around, and I made it known. But no, like
Mm-hmm.
it's all fan votes, and she does a lot behind like within the
Behind the
industry. But
scenes.
it's also people try to consider it the Black, Latina, and Asian Awards, even though it tries to
Really?
accompany. Yeah,
That's so funny. I like, okay, no lie. So when I first got there, like people basically described it as like the BT awards of like porn. I was like, okay, I guess
yeah.
that's very
That's
yeah.
interesting.
that's how they like to think of
That's
it.
how they think about it, and it's
Right.
like, yeah, it's a lot. It's more centered to everybody because
Mm-hmm.
like the thing is like at the end of the day, when it comes to like AVN, they feel there's a feeling
Mm-hmm.
that a lot of brown people, or aren't being recognized. No matter if you're
Oh, they feel
black,
like
Mexican, or Latina, whatever, you're
that's
not
crazy.
getting the recognition that you deserve, even though you're doing the same amount or more work. Like for example,
Right.
and I bring up Anna Fox because she made it vocalized. She was in
Mm-hmm.
porn for years before she even got one AVN nomination or a winner.
Wow.
Yeah, like she was in for a
Mhm.
while, and she
Wow.
was always like
Wow.
high up here on name wise, whatever. And
Yeah.
it's stuff like that. But she's just saying like it's messed up that you don't give black brown people attention they deserve. And
Yeah.
so when it comes to Urban X, they do recognize they because Urban X was the first one to offer an award for BBW
Mhm.
That's
and
actually
TS,
amazing.
you know, and it's
Yeah.
like we're giving them award for what they do, and before they weren't even recognized for the work that they do, and they're doing because people are fans of that. People watch BBW, people watch
Mm-hmm.
TS and stuff like
Mhm.
Right.
that, and it's kind of like it's more about representation or the people want to call it the DI awards,
Right.
basically recognizing people's talent and that's why they say that because they try to play it all the way
Mhm.
through because
That's true.
AVN is the biggest one, but then you look at HRCO, uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, XBiz, and
Right.
yeah, so it's just a different show. But yeah,
Yeah.
Gianna Taylor started. If you saw her, she was a really really tall woman that was walking around.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
That's
That's
how
so
cute she is.
yeah. So
nuts.
she's a great person, but that's who started it, and
That's awesome.
yeah, so even the
Amazing.
nominations, like you were put up for Urban Exotic. Your
Hmm.
fans put you there.
Oh,
Mhm.
Like
like
every
they so they picked the category that they want to submit me under, pretty
yeah,
much.
The
Yeah, when
only
I first got nominated, I had no idea how it worked at all.
Yeah, so like we like they put up there like a Urban X Awards nominations are going, whatever. Please
Hmm.
nominate who you believe should win the award. And then
Is your
once
name already there, or they just
no,
type a name
they
in?
just type it in.
They type it in.
Oh,
They
wow.
type it in. But then yeah, so if you got put there already, that shows your fans, want you there. And then it comes to the voting, and yes, then that become a whole popularity contest after that.
True. That's true.
But I always say, like, when it comes to, nominations, being nominated is fantastic because, especially for fan voting ones, because it shows your fans what you think.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why I think like, like even if you don't win, it's like it's still an honor you get nominated at least.
To be honest, I like to use it one as promotion. So, for
Exactly.
example, if I get
Exactly.
nominated for Orgasmic Oralist, I will go ahead and film a brand new like deep throating video, like throat training.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, look, this is why they nominated me for that.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the event itself goes, I kind of like to think about it as prom, that
Mm-hmm.
celebration at the end of the year, like,
It's
hey,
true.
we all worked hard this year. It's kind of like a little graduation to the following year.
And you're celebrating yourself with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Regardless
love
of
that.
whether you win or get nominated or anything. You're just going together with your peers, essentially like your classmates,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
celebrating your time together.
Yeah. I think that's why I really did like the award show night, for example. It was actually really
Mhm.
nice. Just seeing so many people like just dress up, be cute, have fun,
Yeah.
honestly. Like literally outside of work. It's so crazy.
Did you go to all 3 days or
Love it.
just that one?
I went to all days to make up for all the time that I missed. And just to stay dedicated and just to get the full experience so I can say I truly did not miss out on anything or I didn't like I made sure I did everything I needed to do there. Um, but yeah, even with Exotica, I plan on doing the same thing, going all 3 days for all events just to
Let's
make
see,
sure I
it's
can
it's in August again
do what I
this year.
can. Which
They
one?
are they already announced the dates for Urban X. It's going to be in August again this year. I don't know it by
Oh,
heart.
okay. I'm
So
going to
it's
all the locations, like the New Jersey one, Chicago. I think that one's in
oh no no
April.
I said Urban X. Urban X is
Oh,
in
Urban
August.
X.
That whole
Okay,
weekend
I'll
is in.
be if I get nominated this year. Yeah, I probably will try to go just to check it out if I do get
They,
nominated.
when I understand, they will like no this month they're going to announce the Hall of Fames. Is what they usually do it in
Hmm.
February. Then in March, that's when they put up, hey, go like nominate people. And then I think in May or
Hmm.
early June is when they announce who are nominated. And then from June until late July, that's when people can vote on who they want to win. And then in August, of course, that's when the award show is and you get your award.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. See, I didn't really keep up with dates at first, to be honest, because I had no idea like the whole process. Because when I found out I got nominated, I think literally like someone tagged me and then sent me a screenshot of my DMs, and I was like, oh, what the hell? Awesome. What?
They
But it was
Yeah.
literally like the last month. I think it was like in August. I found out already, and I think it was only like a week left of voting. That was like maybe or 3 days I had left. I was like, damn it! I found out late, so I didn't even like have much to say. I didn't have much to do. I was just trying to run it up for those like most few days I could, like telling my fans like found out late. My bad. Uh, gosh. But yeah,
well, just
ready
know
for
you're
this year now.
nominated. You get in free to all the events.
That's
So
true. Yeah, actually, I didn't even go to any of the parties. Actually, it just only came out for the nomination night, I think. For the award
you
show night.
would have had fun at the lingerie party
Yeah.
because Snoop Dogg showed up.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah, I heard it was like really like more fun. I asked a few girls who did do like hostings or some of the parties, like the lingerie parties before. The only guy I ever talked to about that was I think his name is like I don't know if he goes by D Will, if that's what it
Yeah,
is,
D
or
Will.
Oh yeah.
but yeah, he's
D Will is my
asked
bad
me
influence. D Will was the one that got me into porn. Cause
so
me,
funny.
me and D
He's
Will went to
awesome. He's awesome.
me and D Will went
Yeah,
to
he's
college
awesome.
together. And when I
That's
moved
so
out
fucking
here, I'm like,
crazy.
I don't know what to do. I need to meet people. Why don't you go
Cool.
to this porn event? Okay. Do you want to work with the porn awards? Sure. And that's how I ended up in porn because of this bad influence named D Will.
Mhm.
Mm.
Honestly, it's not that hard to be a host. And I'm not gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, it's super easy either. But
No, yeah,
you
I can
kind of don't
imagine.
have to do much. Obviously, promote the event, give them the link and stuff.
That's
But
it.
really, you show up and you be that personality. I feel like that's
Mm-hmm.
really what being a host is about. Just going in and being that smile
Yeah.
to that, bringing that smile to people's faces.
Yes, I could
I
do that.
I
I
show
could
up
do.
and I'm like, I'm ready to support.
And it's like you get to
Here's
wear
my
any outfit you
baggie.
want, I guess, for
Well,
lingerie.
as for lingerie, like you can wear wherever you want to. Like
Yeah.
you're the star. Like
Do
we're not
you
gonna
change
dictate.
into it like when you get there, or is like you show up in
You
it
can
or
show up
something?
in it. I know
Either one,
Okay.
you're the one.
but you
Cause
show up
like
in
like
lingerie.
this year was at a strip club. I know
Mm-hmm.
2 years, 3 years ago, before COVID, it was at a place
Mm-hmm.
in North Hollywood. It was really nice. So it really depends, you know. And it's usually
Okay.
really fun, really, really fun, you
Mhm.
know. Is what
Yeah.
is our premier event, you know. So I know this year we're gonna have another white party, we're gonna do the lingerie party, and then we're gonna do the award show.
Mhm.
Okay. Does it like I guess is there like a separation between people and like talent, or how does that work exactly? Or is it
No,
only one person that's like talent, or is there other people that show up, other performers
other
and
performers
stuff?
show up, like everybody show up,
Oh,
like that's in the
okay.
Yeah.
industry.
Oh, okay.
It's like an
Like
industry
it's like
event.
anyone that is it like they buy tickets? Is
They
that
buy
how that
tickets,
works? You
yeah.
RSVP for this
No,
event or
you just buy
something?
tickets. You buy tickets.
Oh, okay. And so you promote the
You
tickets
promote the
pretty
tickets,
much.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, I can do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's literally
Okay.
it. Just want to say, hey, I'll be here. And
Mm-hmm.
that's it. And then
And you
show
get like
up.
a flyer, I guess, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems
That's
cool.
that's really
Yeah.
that's really it.
That's easy. Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
It's
can do
easy
it's
that.
enough.
it's it's really
Yeah,
it's
I can do
really
that.
easy. You're doing mainstream now. So it's kind of like, hey, I'm Princess Emily, damn it. I'm not just doing OnlyFans, damn it.
Yeah,
Put me on your
yeah.
set, Brazzers. Put me on your
Yes,
set,
yes, yes.
I
Evil
can't.
angel, baby.
Evil
Yeah, Evil
Angel,
Angel, Elegant
Evil
Angel,
Angel,
Slave, whoever.
a
Oh my
dope
gosh.
time.
What?
Freaky Zero.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
think of
so
the girl one. It's not coming to my brain right now.
I think it's
Um,
like,
But
what is
yes,
it?
not films? Is that
Love
what you're
Her.
talking about?
Yeah, Love Her films. I
no,
think
I'm
there's
not
also
sure.
that one
No.
too.
The only one
Um,
that I watch, I can't think of the name of it right now, and it's gonna bother me.
How can you not remember
wow.
the one that you're always
It
watching?
was on the tip of your tongue.
Because
You
it's on
just
the tip of
forgot
my
it.
tongue, and I can't think of it right now.
Tisk,
And
tisk, tisk.
well, that just shows I haven't been on there in a while. You know,
Wow.
I've
See,
been
Maybe porn's not that
Girls
bad for
Way,
you. Oh, look, it came to
Girls
him.
Way, Girls Way.
Oh, really?
I use
that
Girls
was
Way.
an easy one.
I am sorry. I've recorded too much
So
porn
funny.
to sit back and watch porn most of the time.
Hmm.
I still like to watch porn.
Like I get it, but like
For
it's just this.
research purposes, yeah, I do.
The thing is, like, I don't mind looking at pictures. Like, damn, cause I take pictures too, and I record people, and I edit porn, and it's kind of like, and I can't watch my friends anymore, cause like it's like someone shot a porn in my pool house like, and I had to sit back and edit it. It's like, okay, I'm editing this porn. I'm gonna have to look at my friend's genitalia. Okay,
Genitalia. Oh my
here's
The
gosh.
the
way you say it.
here's the. No, don't get me wrong.
Genitalia.
I
You
think
know
sex.
he loves his job. He loves to film, but he always says
Genitalia.
that, oh, I have to film my friend's genitalia.
No,
Like,
it's
no,
fun.
you like your job.
It's fun to do
Oh my gosh.
because when I do photography, I make people laugh when I'm doing it.
Mhm.
Even though
Hmm.
I try to say I'm making them laugh, and I say, "Give me a serious face," even though I'm making them laugh and I'm having fun. But it's kind of like at the end of the day, I'm not watching this. I'm not going to watch this porn thing I'm editing to get off
Right,
to because I
right.
recorded it, and I feel also like if I'm doing that to it, I'm violating their trust.
Hmm.
Mhm.
That's
And
true.
it just feels weird. I feel like I'm not paying to watch this, even though I recorded it for them. They want me to edit it. I'm not
Right,
paying to watch this, you know.
right.
So I feel wrong to even do that too. So I just say, here's the final product. Okay. and never think of it again. So
Yeah. And I always wonder if that's like, I don't know. It's like, what if you were the performer? It's like, would you even want to know if someone jacked off to your video or your camera guy did jack off to your video or a recorder or editor? I don't know. I think it depends on the person. Probably would. Some people probably be like, oh, I don't care. Some people might be like, oh, what the heck?
I always say
So yeah, I
that
can see that.
when it comes to the like me even recording, I've only gotten
Hmm.
like, and I've only gotten hard twice in my 16
But I
years.
mean, hey, does that mean it's a good scene, right?
16
I
in
mean,
my
I don't
in
know.
my 16 years of recording porn
So crazy.
twice.
Hmm.
2024, 2023, and in 2012.
Yeah, but still,
That's cool.
it's kind of that
And
level
I
of
apologized
professionalism,
after
you
I did.
know?
I felt it. Because like you could see a jerk in the camera when it happened. Because I looked down
Really?
and afterwards I said to them, "I am sorry. I got hard during this scene. I'm gonna lay down for a second and let him go to sleep. I
Oh my God.
apologize."
Mhm.
So crazy. Well, yeah, at least you handled it. So crazy.
Like there's
But
that level of professionalism. Like he's supposed to be focused on capturing the image and not on
right,
what's actually going on. But I
right.
will say, like, if you are already comfortable with that videographer,
Mm-hmm.
that won't necessarily be a problem. You know, at that
Mm-hmm.
point, you're like, okay, like I know this person's a professional, and if I got them hard, it means that I'm doing something right.
Right.
Versus you're filming with a photographer or videographer for the first time ever, and right off the bat, they already have a heart on and they're like tugging on it, like trying to
Mm-hmm.
act discreet. And you're like, well, this is the first time, bro. Like, is this gonna be every time?
Yeah, right. That's
But I
true.
always say like when I'm taking
Mm.
pictures, I stop and think of how to get the best picture, and I always say like I'm
Mm-hmm.
buffering because I'm just
Yeah.
I'm staring in the like I'm staring through you, but I'm like, how can I make this next shot work perfectly? And like
Mm-hmm.
I'm like it's just like
Right.
I got freeze and I'm buffering like the whole Apple. But anyway. So
Spinning wheel.
I'm trying to make sure we cover everything because we think we did. No, you see, we get
Mm.
um. Okay. My train of thought is completely gone.
Oh my gosh, will the
So
train come back?
Right.
okay, so everybody out there, you heard her say that she might start selling her stuff, her paint stuff. You heard all that she has
Mm-hmm.
coming up, and I want y'all to go out there and purchase all that she does because through this
Thank you.
conversation, I realized she is an awesome, amazing human being. This is the first time we
Oh,
spoke at Urban X, but we didn't have an
yeah,
opportunity to sit back and speak at Urban X, and this woman
right.
is absolutely awesome, and I wish her
Oh,
all the love, all the best, all the things that she deserves because she deserves all the greatness, whatever. And if you are hearing this and you are on a porn director, on a porn like a major porn set, and you see Princess Emily and you see her and her awesomeness, hit her up and say, "Look, we need the princess therapy." So
yes.
give yeah. So where can they find you? Where can they support your content? Where can they buy everything that is you?
OnlyFans.com/ Princess Emily. And ManyVids, or well, I guess like princessemily.manyvids.com.
Okay.
Um, those are my two little main links right now. I do have a Pornhub that's there. It's also Princess Emily. I need to fix that still. Yeah.
I get
Socials?
it.
What are
But
your
soon,
socials?
this month. My socials, Twitter is Princess Emily Lee, like Ellie, um, at the end. And then Instagram is Your Highness Emily.
Sweet.
Where can they find you, Miss Lace?
You guys can find me on imsaralace.com. All of my links and my social medias will be on there.
You can find us at the burbankmisfits.com, Burbank Misfits on Facebook and on Instagram. This is everything that we do from fitness, graphics, our merch page, and everything else that's on there that we put ourselves inside of. And you can find me at RAWSTARR on Twitter and on Instagram. Again, Miss Emily, you are a joy. You're a pleasure. Um, you stayed on with us for a while, and we love you for every bit of it.
Thank you. I love you
And
guys too.
yeah, so we will see you all next week. And yeah, bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.